One day, you might see me in a whole new way. One day, but still I see that I'm the same OJ. One day, you might.
One thing I promised myself I'd never do is to pander to men and pander to women. I think pandering is very disrespectful because it robs people of the right to digging themselves out of their situations. Because if you put yourself in any situation in life right now, you have the power to take yourself out. But I want to say something to the men specifically. Like, yo, this is not a race. You will save yourself a lot of heartache, a lot of anxiety and stress and depression if you realize life is not a race. Where you are right now, you're only there because there are things that you need to learn. There are things you need to know. And there's probably a part of maturity that you need to add to your life. It's no race. Do not race in life. The greatest pain that I felt in my life was when I started feeling as if I was behind all the time, especially in my 20s. I'm behind. I needed to know this. I need to know that. But let me tell you guys this right now. It's not a race. Take your time. Where you are right now, you're supposed to be there, right? May not be the best position, but it can get better. Just keep learning.
Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Sin, coming back with another one, man. And as y'all can see, I'm coming live from the Rose Garden, man. Take a look at it. Take a look at it, man. Y'all hear the trucks in the background, man. I'm at work. I'm outside. So y'all already know. I got to thank the Most High for waking me up this morning and giving me another opportunity to be great. And I want to send a big shout out to my brother and my ancestors that's up there looking out for you, boy. I love y'all, man. Look at that, man. A little cloudy. You know what I mean? But y'all can still see the sun peeking through, man. We up, we winning. We up, we winning on this Monday, man. And for real, I had to show y'all that message, though. You know, I had to show y'all that message, though, from Dario Felipe, man. Shout out to Dario for that one, man. Go follow him on TikTok because that's a real last message. You know what I'm saying? Mosquitoes attacking me already. But that was a real last message, man, because a lot of times we get caught up in all of that bullshit, you know, thinking that life is a race. And a lot of the times we get caught up in it because we on these phones, we on social media, some of these standards that's out here. You know, you seeing other people live their life, you know, and then you thinking like, yo, you know, I gotta catch up. You know, in some of our cases, bruh, just from our past and a lot of the things that we went through, man, it kind of slowed up our process. But like I told you, we had to go through that. You know what I mean? Oftentimes we sit there and reflect on all of that shit, and then it make us have anxiety. It stresses us out because we feel like we so behind. We looking at other people's life and feeling like we so behind. We on social media and looking at people live and we think we so behind, bro. But understand, wherever you at in this present moment, whatever situation you in, this is where you supposed to be at. You know what I mean? It's like you said, you just got a little bit more to learn. You know what I mean? You got a little bit more, you got more room to grow. You just gotta grow and you still gotta go through some of your shit. That's it. That's why you there, bro. But don't look at that as a bad thing, bro. If anything, you should feel like you have time because guess what? You still in that situation. So if I was you, I would just gather up as much as I can, meaning knowledge, you know, wisdom, you know, energy, all of that shit. So when it is time to move, you gonna have that push. You know what I mean? That's why y'all here right now, because you prepping for that shit. You know what I mean? Everything is building up right now for you to take off. And that's what you gotta understand. Everything is building up for you to take off. You just in refuel mode. You know, things getting worked on your ship, bruh. They working on your ship, the little gadgets getting done with everything that you doing that's making you healthy. Everything that you doing that's helping you grow. Everything that you doing that's helping you elevate, bro. You are preparing for takeoff. You gotta understand, you are preparing for takeoff, dog. And anytime, bro, man, when you getting ready to do something great, you know, right now you are already looking at greatness. You staring at greatness every time you look in that mirror. So you gotta know that that shit gonna take time, bro. It all take time. You know what I'm saying? Nothing great happens overnight. So you gotta let this build up happen. You gotta let these situations go. You gotta let these things, these problems happen so you could solve them and you could learn in your process. That's what it's about. That's what's growing about. That's why I say, bro, everybody that's comfortable, that's not going through shit, that's not going through some of the same shit that you going through, and it seems like life is just so easy for them, you can't pay attention to that. You can't pay attention to that, bro, because a lot of times they comfortable. They not doing nothing to get themselves out of their situation. They not doing nothing to grow or elevate. They find where they at. So that's not a shot at them. You just got some people that's used to a certain lifestyle, and they okay where they at. So you can't pay attention to that and just think that they up just because you see them on social media going on vacation. You see them buying designer. You see them doing this. You see them partying. You see them at the club, bro. A lot of times you don't know what they covering up. You don't know what they going through. You know what I'm saying? And when you looking at that shit, you start feeling a certain type of way about yourself, bro, and it shouldn't be like that. That's why I say, man, this is so important to know who you are right now, bro. Y'all keep hearing me say this shit, but I think that y'all think that I'm just talking. He always saying you need to know who you are. You do need to know who you are, because there's so many people that don't know who they are. They're so lost. They following everybody else, and they not interested in learning the real them. So if you not learning who you are, and you not your true self, then you trying to live like everybody else. So you never gonna be on your purpose. You never gonna be happy. You ain't gonna elevate like that. You gonna always be putting up a facade. So you gonna need to be on social media looking like you know you doing so well, always partying in the freshest gear. You gonna have to do that shit because you got so much shit that you covering up, so much pain that you covering up, so much anxiety that you covering up. You know what I mean? Because you so lost, because you have no direction, because you don't know where you going, bruh. So some people have to do that shit. Some people have to do that shit. And some people living a comfortable life, that's them. But understand, the road for you have to be tougher because you are heading for greatness. You know what I'm saying? You are gonna be great in your life. Ain't nobody saying that you're gonna be great doing the same thing that you see a lot of other great people doing. You just gonna be great you're gonna be great in your life. You're going to be great in the things that you want to do. You're going to be great while you on your way to achieving some of your goals and your dreams, bro. You just going to be great. You're going to be great for doing what you do, living how you live, coming from where you come from, yo, elevating and getting over some of the situations that you had to go through, bro. So you got to understand that, bro. You got to understand that and stop thinking that everything is a race, bro, because you making it harder, bro. You making it harder because while you thinking like that, bruh, you become discouraged. Understand that. While you thinking that, you become discouraged. You know what I'm saying? Now you rushing through shit. Shit not even getting done right because you rushing through shit because everything a race for you. And then before you know it, bruh, you developing your own type of ADHD while you at it. You know what I'm saying? Because everything getting forced, everything getting rushed. You're rushing through your workout. You rushing through your prayer. You rushing through your meditation. You trying to rush through this journey, which is not gonna happen. You know what I mean? You trying to rush through everything. You trying to rush relationships, bruh. You know, and it's like you're not taking any time with what you're doing. And anytime you do that, nothing is gonna come out right in your life. So just slow it up. Slow it up, bro. Listen, I understand. I be having to tell myself this shit all the time. Like, bro, slow down. That shit didn't come out right because you was forcing that shit. You was rushing that shit. You thinking that things is a race, like you gotta get somewhere. But nah, bro. Man, listen, bro. When you slow things up and you give yourself a time to think and you start to understand that it's not a race, bro, shit gonna come out more efficiently. You know what I'm saying? That information that you learning, that wisdom that you gain, and listen, it's gonna stick because you're not forcing. You ever read something real fast, bro? Anytime you read something real fast or try to get through something real quick, it don't stick. That's what I want you to understand. It don't stick. Some of these problems and shit that you going through that's dragging, bro, it's not sticking. Listen, bro, because you trying to force your way through that. Nah, problems don't work like that. Situations don't work like that. You know what I mean? Sometimes we have to sit in the mess. We have to sit in the fire. We have to sit in the shit so we learn from that shit. Understand, we have to sit in the shit so we learn from that shit. You know what I'm saying? We not meant to sit in the shit so we could get used to it and gather more shit around that's gonna fuck us up. Nah, we in these situations so we could learn from that situation, so we could get through these problems, bro, and it help us get to the next level of our life. So, you know what I mean? These is not gonna be times that we are gonna forget. Everything that you're going through right now, I bet, like, just think about what you're going through. And I guarantee you're gonna tell yourself, man, listen, bro, listen, while I'm on this journey, while I'm going through some of the things that I'm going through, I know that I'm never gonna forget these moments in my life. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be like that, bro. Because oftentimes too, man, when you don't sit in the fire so your ass can get burned, feel that pain, you know what I'm saying? Then you don't learn from that shit. And before you know it, you having these same issues. Guess why? Because you didn't learn from the last time. That's why you see motherfuckers repeat offenders, bro. You see motherfuckers just keep going to jail. It's because they didn't learn from the last time they went. You know what I'm saying? They didn't learn, so they get back out and they do the same shit. They resort back to the same way of living, the same attitude they have, the same people, bro. But we not on that. We changing everything, bro. We changing everything in our life. And we are headed towards greatness in our own light, in our own way. In our own way. We not trying to be great like them. We trying to be great like us. And that's what I want y'all to understand. When I tell you that, yo, you are heading for greatness, bro, what you doing right now is great. It's always been in the inside of you, bro. I'm saying that because it's a part of your identity, bro. You a man out here, bro. So guess what, bro? We were sent here to be great. We were sent here to do certain things and live in our truth, bro. You know, when you living in your truth and you feel great at that, you wondering like, yo, how did I learn this? How did I get this skill? It's like I'm supposed to be doing this because you're supposed to be doing it, bro. You know what I mean? These gifts that you have, you don't have them for no reason. But you will be so surprised how many people get these gifts and they waste them away. You know what I'm saying? Only to never be seen by anyone. So understand what you're going through right now while you waking up, you living this life, bro. Listen, that's what you got to keep pushing for. Keep pushing and not racing. Keep pushing in your life, but not racing nobody else. Stop paying attention to social media. Stop paying attention to your surroundings like that, to where you paying attention to what everybody else doing. You looking at the cars that they driving. You looking at the women that they with. Stop paying attention to that shit and focus on you. And I guarantee you gonna end up right where you need to be. But for right now, sit in it, man, and pick up as much information and learn as much as you can. Because right now you going through your process. Right now you getting worked on. Right now you refueling and you getting ready for takeoff, all right? And that's my word, man. My name Jason and Sinn-Take. Holla at y'all later, man. Peace. Hustle hard, yeah, that's all day. I'ma keep putting in work, yeah, that's all day. I'm in here to do my job, yeah, that's all day. What I do ain't a facade, this is all J. Hustle hard, yeah, that's all day. I'ma keep putting in work, yeah, that's all day. I'm in here to